David Ace comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Houston Astros and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. One down. David Ace up now for the Tigers. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. The throw to third, and he's out. Trying for 3.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Back here in Detroit, top of the second, and stepping in for the Astros, Emmanuel Rodriguez. That's towards center. Ace gets under it. Corrals it. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Alex.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Brown back to work. And a base hit right there. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Throw back in holds him at first, so just a single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now here's the Tigers cleanup. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. That one way inside. And a pitch. On the ground to third. Throw on to Torkelson. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the left fielder, Matthew Graham. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
1 out, base is empty. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He'll touch them all. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they cut into the deficit. It's 8-3.
There's a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Man at first. And up next for Detroit, David Ace.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
On a line, base hit. And now two aboard. He's in there. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Norby stands in now and watches strike one.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
One ball. One
To
strike.
second, and he's out.
On the tag, he's out.
One out, base is empty. Emmanuel Rodriguez up next for the Astros. Fly ball center field. Ace pulls it down, and there's two gone. Ace made a big contribution despite the loss. Collected 4 hits, one of them left the park.
No question, he was a big contributor for him here.
David Ace comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Houston Astros and the Detroit Tigers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Now it's the veteran outfielder, David Ace. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. The run comes in to score from second. It's 2-1.
Keeps his hitting streak going. He's making this look way easier than it is, Boog. Setting the record is hard enough, but to keep upping it every day like he is, I don't really know what to say anymore.
At this point, it honestly feels like it's never going to end. Absolutely remarkable. Runner at third, nobody out. Connor Norby up now for the Tigers. Hit on the ground to short. It's in and out of his glove. In comes the runner from third, and he beats the throw. He's safe. First and second, 2 down.
David Ace.
Ace launched a homer in his most recent game. Ripped on the ground to second. On to first. Out. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. But they take the lead on a huge 7-run outburst. We move on to the second here at Comerica. So up next, Matthew Graham.
Matthew.
1 out, base is empty. Center field. Ace should have this one. Squeezes it, and there's 2 down. Back at Comerica Park as we go to the last of the third. And now it's going to be David Ace. Whitley back to work. Rips that one to right. Makes the grab, 1 down.
clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
So 1 out, nobody on. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Emmanuel Rodriguez. And that's a base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now into scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 down, runners at second and third. Not even close there. 2-1. Out towards right center field. Leon. He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. Next to hit, Dalton rushing.
Dalton rushing.
He's trying for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with the big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
Check swing went around. And the count is 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that one inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now batting.
And here is Leo DeVries. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
1-0.
This one in the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. That one finds the corner. Strike one. Ace at third. Rushing at first. 2 out of the inning. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 5 innings complete. It's the base is empty, 1 away. And next up for the Tigers, David Ace. He's one of the best players in the game. And that one hammered. Going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
The third baseman.
This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Wow, wow, cow, fight before she hit the.
David Ace ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Houston Astros and the Detroit Tigers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And here's the catcher, Andy Rodriguez. Torkelson on third. Freeland over at second. Smith on at first with 2 down. Out to center. Ace sizing this one up. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 runs. 1 out. Runner at second. Ace the next to hit.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That one is absolutely belted. Back there. Leaping, and he brought it back. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Well, he just took one away from one of the best in the league. It's not going to happen very often, but when you get the opportunity, better make the play, and he did right there.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Justin Boyd. Tied up here in the early going. And that one lifted in the air center field. Ace under this one. He's got it. And there are two down.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Back here in Detroit, bottom of the inning. And now David Ace. Abbott back to work. This one in the air center field. Rodriguez under it. And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
One out, base is empty. And the batter now, Mauricio Salas. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Ace in position. Hauls it in, and there's two away.
The batter, the catcher.
One out, base is full.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's 4-2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
So digging in, David Ace. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here! He'll circle the bases. His second homer of this series. It's 6-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
So two away with nobody on. And the batter now, Andy Rodriguez. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. That one laced to center and a base hit. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for three.
All over that one right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Justin Boyd.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And he makes the catch. One down. So a man at first. Here's the center fielder, David Ace. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the catch for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
One down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mauricio Salas. That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throws to second, and he's out. Ace had a great showing in the win. Had only one hit but made it count with a homer.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.